Okay then, so if you're watching this help video, you will already have followed the step-by-step instructions to creating your personal Show My Homework account. If this is not the case, then you're watching the wrong video and you need to go back up to the top of the course and look through that. So the purpose of this video is to show you exactly how Show My Homework works when you log in. Now, you really need to be on Parents Moodle because there are some links to get into Show My Homework. There's a big link on the main page. And you can also, if you want, click on Students and click on that link here. Now you don't have to be logged in to Moodle to go into Show My Homework. So I'm going to go into here and I'm going to click on this link here. Now when you do that, what you'll see is the Parent School Calendar. Because later on in the task about explaining this homework to your parents, you can actually check through your homework by not logging in. But I have to say it's a little bit tricky and a little bit time consuming. So instead you are going to log in. So to log back in, you click on Sign In and you put in your new username and password. Now remember, I got some help from a Year 7 student, so I'm going to use her account again. Thank you, Lydia. And I'm going to type in her username. Now remember, this is changed. This is the changed username that she had to make in from the email address, from the information she got from the email. It's her school username, her username that she uses to log on to Moodle. And then she puts in her password, which is the same password she uses to get on to Moodle. When you press sign in, you'll notice you'll now get a very different screen to the one that you saw at the beginning. This is now Lydia's personalized screen, and on it she sees just the homework that is set for her. So the first thing Lydia sees, apart from welcome, is the fact that there are 2 homeworks that have been set for Lydia. They're currently in green, which means she's still got time to do them because the handing in date is later. Now, to find out what the homework is in a bit more detail, she needs to click these 2 little green lozenges. So I'm going to go and have a look at the homework that I set Lydia. So I click on View Homework. And when I do that, I get a different screen with lots more detail. Let's just scroll down a bit. So at the top, you can see the subject that set the homework and for the class that Lydia is currently in. She can see who set it. It's me, when it's due in, and there's some information there. Scrolling down a bit more, there's details on what the homework is about, how long it should take her, and how I would like Lydia to hand it in. Now, what you might also find is that teachers will have put some extra resources or help or links to help you. So in this case, I have attached a PowerPoint that Lydia can read that gives her some more information about the task. And because the task is about using some Web 2 tools, I've given a link to a website that she can go and have a look at them. And that is that for looking at her homework. To get back to that page at the start, it's the to-do section. There it is there. Right, so let's have a look at some other features. So what's in My Homework? Well, if I click on the My Homework tab, what Lydia sees is again her homework, but she gets to see it on the calendar. So she can see exactly when the homework was set. What she can also do is she can press the forward arrow to the next week to see actually when the homework ends. Now, if Lydia was set any further homework, she could actually go and look at it. She could either look at it by clicking these arrows, or she could click on the tabs. If I click on this week, it says she has no homework due. That's because it's the week ending 15th. If I click on next week, it will say which ones are due. So she can see exactly when they are due on the week ending 22nd. So that's next week. And this week. If I click on the Later tab, then what Lydia may see will be a list of homeworks created by teachers, but not yet set or given out to students. And I guess Lydia and others could have a look at those homeworks and maybe with permission start them. If I click on the Overdue tab, then I'll see a list of homeworks that are late, that haven't been handed in by the deadline. But I'm sure there'll be none in the case of Year 7. If there is, and if there are more than one subject, you can filter them by clicking on the subject link. If I click on the My Calendar tab, Then Lydia gets back to her calendar. She will see where her homework is set. Notice also that there's a little filter tool here. And basically there are different types of homework that teachers may give. And you can actually, if you've got lots of homework, simply look at the different types. So when it comes to exam time, you might want to just look at what teachers are saying that you need to do for revising for exams. Lydia can go to the school calendar. And the school calendar was the picture that I showed you at the start before she signed in. And in it, she can see the homework of everybody else in the school. Now, the last section is called Gradebook. Now, this software allows teachers to mark students' work through Show My Homework. Now, this is not going to be happening. We're going to be marking work either in students' books or through Moodle. So this won't be filled out, so there's no need really to go to that. And that, I think, is just about it. I'm sure there are other things that you can find out or other questions that you may ask that your tutors or your teachers will know. If they're not, if they don't know, or if you're not sure, or if you'd like to ask me a question, then simply email myself or email Mrs. Bound, and hopefully we'll get back to you with an answer. And that's pretty much it for your own version of Show My Homework, personalized to you.